Hiya. How's it going? Ooh, one of my favorite little spots in LA is this garden here. We are in Union Station heading towards the Kite Festival. I guess apparently it's the 5th annual Kite Festival. It's the first one I've heard of, actually. I'm kind of disappointed. I really love a good kite and festival. Awesome. Hey, Carrie, welcome. We're in Union Station, I'm sure you know. We're gonna walk over to State Park and check out the Kite Festival, but this is the closest metro stop, so I figured I'd pop around here. We started at the little outdoor garden. It's really nice to see the restaurants have some people in them. There were a lot of stuff going on in LA today. A lot of stuff to choose from. So Kite Festival I chose because it's only one day. The other thing is Beverly Hills is having an art show. My thing about a Beverly Hills art show is I feel like I went to one before and it's not the kind of art I love, but I could just be completely wrong. So we might do that tomorrow. It's in that park in Beverly Hills. Hey JK, happy Saturday. Finally have recovered from my fair. From the fair. It is super gray and cool and very chill. It's not the It's nice wind. Definitely great for a kite festival. I don't know if the sky is very picturesque for that and blue. It looks a little gray. I do love it though. You know, it's nice to get a change from the blue skies, constant blue skies. Those ladies are really going gaga over the smell of the jasmine. It is. I don't think I'm gonna head to Alvera Street because I want to check out the Kite Festival, and that's closer. But I might actually, because my favorite train station, hey Enzo, uh, my favorite train station, truthfully, is 7th Street Metro Station. So I might actually make that my last stop. So we'll probably do a loop back through El Pueblo Historic Monument, because I love that spot. One of my top 3 favorite spots in all of LA. Good memories also of that garden spot off Union Station. Wait for my train the first 3 months that I lived here back to the Inland Empire and smoke cigarettes and drink coffee. So the Kite Festival is this way. I've left the, I don't know if the noise cancellation is on. So let me know if it's too windy or too noisy. Or you hear swears. So actually I could have taken the train a lot closer to the park. But that would have meant crossing trains or switching trains. I mean, I'm so much happier to like walk a little further than to have to wait. Oh, feel free to use the new kite emoji just for today. When I first moved here, I thought by the time I was my age now, which is undetermined to you, I would just be lying on the beach and flying kites. Didn't turn out that way, but grateful for what I got. It was such a kind of cool thing to be able to go to the beach in January. Like when I first moved here, I'm sure I went to the beach in New Hampshire in January and December. A little more of a haunting experience, though. But kind of going to the beach in California in January when you can still just wear like a light coat. I don't think I could wear a light coat anymore. I think I've gotten used to the climate so much so that I'm cold when it's under 60 degrees. But I remember I bought like this really kite at the Ralph's near the beach that I go to, which I probably can't go to anymore on account of those fires. And hang out there and fly a kite for a couple hours. The traffic in Los Angeles is absolutely terrible today. Like, there's no like. It's not figuratively, it's literally terrible. Meanwhile, these cars are going by at a pretty big clip. There's a lot of stuff going on here today. I doubt this kite festival or the Beverly Hills Art Show are either reason for the traffic, but maybe the Dodger game. I think there's one of those. I'm wearing a different hat today because my walking in LA hat has got like brim sweat stains, which just skeeved me out. The LA County Fair is still going. I kind of almost want to go back and not stream. Like, I really was dying to stream there, and I have to tell you, the signal was so terrible. So thankfully, Prism Studio records a video, and so I could post that. I just may have made an error and took the voice out using AI, and it turns the volume down really low. I didn't double check the volume. I was doing it all on my laptop. But it's a real vibe to watch the second video without all the skips. Can you hear this person's conversation? That's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering what's going on. It's none of my business. But I'm really nosy sometimes. I imagine all kinds of things. Hello, Ty. Happy Saturday. We're heading towards the state park, Los Angeles State Park. I might call it the wrong thing a couple times. For some kite fun. I'm kind of excited. This is the 5th annual People's Republic of Kites. No, People's... Gosh, I forgot the name of it already. I just like that it's called the People's Kite Fest. So I don't know if the other 5 were held at this location, but we went to this park recently, and this is truthfully the perfect location for something like this. It's pretty vast and open, and I love assholes that don't stop in the crosswalk for human beings. It's really lovely, lovely attitude. Because where is she going? There. Sorry, I'm bitter about that. Or he. I'm not really sure if it's a lady or a man. You know, I try not to be angry when people almost hit me. Or people show no concern for myself, or like an old person pushing a shopping cart. But every once in a while, I just want to flip the finger, which Joseph will not allow me to do, thankfully. I always like to see a hoax when we can. Anyway, Joseph won't allow me to do that, which is probably great because it won't lead to me being unalived by a weapon. I'm gonna still cross here. I just lost my mic. All right. I stuck the microphone straight on the hat, and it's right between my eyes. I feel like I'm cross-eyed. You know, Ty, it's the same thing when people are pulling onto the freeway. I show this a lot. Oh, here's Philippe's. I wish Joe were with me today so we could get a French dip sandwich with hot, spicy horseradish mustard. I used to eat here all the time, every payday to be precise. I'm gonna cross. We'll have to come here for sure, but definitely not on a Dodgers day. So every once in a while usually when I'm holding a gimbal, people are super considerate because they're afraid of getting canceled. I guess it's my power. I don't wield it, but it's kind of my power. Force field, maybe. Maybe that's a better thing to call it. Anyway, they're usually pretty great. However, when people are getting on the freeway, they are such in a rush to drive through that crosswalk that to go nowhere, literally 1 inch. Super irritating. I think there was a song called like "Slow Down, You Move Too Fast." You gotta make the moment last. You got to make the moment last. So we're gonna go to Long Beach this week. I'm super excited. I hope we have enough time to see all the stuff. Otherwise, I might have to do a Long Beach Part 1, Long Beach Part 2. I think there's a bunch of events going on in Long Beach this weekend also. It might be Gay Pride Long Beach weekend. So I'm excited to go to Long Beach. We might not have the historical talks that we usually have because I really have never been to Long Beach in the way that I'm going to go this time. I'm not wearing a bathing suit. I mean, when I'm saying to Long Beach, I mean downtown. How boring would it be to like sit on the beach together and listen to me talk? So Long Beach has got a lot of cute stuff in it. I've been reading up on it. Not so much the history as I call it, or herstory, as the like interesting spots to see. Carrie, my resident metro expert, how long do you think it will take me to get to Long Beach on the train from 7th Street or wherever the exchange is? I want you to know, Carrie, that I actually have on my person, hey, yeah, you know, I was lazy yesterday. I was tired from the fair. She clicks brick, so there's so much stuff going on in LA today. I figured Kite Festival. How could we resist? I thought we'd be showing you some picturesque, beautiful blue skies, and we'll have gray sky kites. Right over there is Chinatown. We love Chinatown. I might walk back through there. As I said, I'm probably going to go back to 7th Street Metro unless I'm completely exhausted. So the fair was fun. The signal was terrible. It records a backup video while you're live streaming, so I posted that with the sound down. I've already told you that. Not that interesting. And that's about it. Yeah, I heard you mention that on your live stream. I popped on for a couple minutes today. We're under the train track. So this is the Chinatown train station, which we've been to before. Just beyond that is the park that we're headed to. I love that this is a free event. I don't know if you could buy a kite here, but I don't have time to set one up. If we did. I need a pre-made kite and someone to fly it with me. Excuse me. Oh, you're so welcome. And I hope you got the lumens reference on the whole fun hole thing. I didn't know if that was too risky for a comment to leave, but if no one's watched Severance, they probably won't get it. You can delete it. Anyway. So Chinatown train station. Just the most ornate part of Chinatown, as you know, is up through that train station. Well, maybe you don't know, but you might know from walking down here in the past. So, a couple Fridays ago, we did a Hollywood punk walk. It was kind of a mystery walk, but didn't lean too heavily onto the mystery. I think the next mystery walk is going to be the I almost said Hong Kong. Hong Kong. It'll be the Chinatown punk walk. This has got a lot of history too. All right, so we are crossing the street. Almost to the park, almost under a bus. I see people carrying kites. Dodger Stadium is on the other side of the hill there. We're not going to go anywhere near there if I can help it. I'm surprised. Well, there's a lot of parking over here. I was going to say I'm surprised I haven't seen anybody else carrying kites yet. The pictures from the past years look like they were full. The skies were full of kites. It's a very industrial area down here, just beyond Chinatown. They're trying to make it livable. It is kind of a walkable area to live, to be honest with you. You can get right to Union Station. I just don't know about living anywhere near Dodger traffic. Oscar traffic is bad enough, but that's 1 year. All right, kite lovers, let's see what we got up here. LA River Farmers Market, Thursday, 3 to 7:30. Cool, maybe we'll check that out sometime. I really hate toting groceries, though. I think I've mentioned that many times. Oh, Joseph, I forgot to bring any money. I think this is a $5 to $10 donation. I do have my card. I think it's a suggested donation. I'll figure it out. Maybe they'll tap. But look at that apartment building, though. I mean, you can walk to this really awesome park. if you have a dog that has events, and then you can walk to Chinatown. I see more dogs than kites. I'm gonna kind of follow that kite over there. So if you remember from this park, the last time we went, a very sunny day where I think I was probably overdressed. Um, it's got some beautiful views of the city, as depicted in the thumbnail. It's kind of new, so it feels like it hasn't grown into itself yet. Like the trees are young. It's still relatively tame looking. Very well kept. And this is where I get a black eye from an actual baseball bat. Baseball, I mean. Yeah, it's a really lovely, lovely spot to have. It was an oil field, though. I wonder how. Everything was an oil field in Los Angeles at some time. I just worry about I feel like I'm following this couple on their lovely walk creepily. I worry about the environment. Like, how well did they get it cleaned? I'm sure they did the right thing. I've been reading and watching a lot of stuff about kites over the hill, about, housing in Los Angeles. We talk about it a lot. Homeless people in Los Angeles, we also talk about that a lot. And I got some thoughts, maybe not for this live stream. And what it had to do with this park, I'm really not sure. Oh, the housing over there. I watched this guy do luxury housing buildings, and then in maybe somewhere in Texas. Hey, Gridley, I love Baldwin Hills Overlook. Love it. I love they've got a kite bridge. I don't know if you can quite see the kites yet because we're not in 4K yet. But they are dotting the steely gray sky, kind of fluorescent. Let's hope that helicopter doesn't get caught in any kites. I want to take the most kite picturesque route, so I think if we be super careful so we don't get caught in anyone's wire or kite string, if you will, I think we can go kind of this way. You ain't seen nothing yet. Wait till we turn around. Oh, look at that giant kite. Oh, it gets more kite over here. I think the kite is almost the size of the person. Let's see if they can get it up. No. I would love to take my dog here. Plus, it seems like everybody keeps their dog on a leash. That's my big fear, is dogs off leashes. My second big fear is how to navigate this without getting caught in anybody's kite. I don't know that I'm completely kite savvy. I'm like a sea of kites. Let me zoom in a little bit, if I can. And you know I can't. Well, I can't. So, pretend. Pretend you can see those kites. Here we go. Hold, please. Oh my gosh, it kind of feels like it's gonna rain. Feels quite humid, actually. So I'm gonna try to walk through this and not step on anybody's business. The kites go so far. I definitely have some FOMO, kite FOMO, COFO, kites of missing out. So there are millions of people here. Just kidding. This is supposed to happen till 6 today, Clay, I think. I think I'm gonna go to the, tomorrow I'm gonna go to the Beverly Hills art show and then maybe Rodeo Drive for a little bit. I haven't been to Beverly Hills for a while. I don't have much cause to go there usually. So check out what's on the other side. Oh, they got their kite up. It really smells like rain. Me too, right? Like rainy stuff over here. How about this for pastoral, huh? Here come the kites. I'm just gonna take the bus. I live like a straight shot down the street. I try to like 90% of where I go take the public transportation. Just 90%. I did not do the fair. It was a lovely, what is it, 25 miles from my house? It was a lovely 2-hour drive. Traffic is insane lately. Wow. All right, we are heading towards the belly of the kite beast. I think the guy that was painting watercolor over there is doing performance art. That's what that was. I felt like I was invading his space. I should have paid a little closer attention. I think people might dance. That is so crazy. I only accidentally get on the purple line. In my mixed up brain, Wilshire and Western, it's a stop on the red line. Or it's a stop on the purple line. It's not a stop on the purple line.
Thank you so much, Armando. And
I prefer the cooler weather also. Turn down your TVs, please. See if we pulled out. Let's take a second to thank all of our super duper members. Thank you so much for making all this stuff happen. I'm born in New England, and I like it when it's between 72 and, wow, that's a giant font, but I'm really thankful. 72 and, let me walk out Ikea. With local organizations doing this work every day. 72 and 79. After that, I start sweating. So please do check out everything that they're doing in our city.
Clockshop es una organización de arte con sede en Ocean Valley. Nuestra misión es trabajar con artistas para aumentar la conexión entre angelinos y los terrenos públicos, justo como el lugar en el que estamos hoy, en la hermosísima Parque Estatal de Los Ángeles. Hacemos este trabajo con el fin de imaginar un futuro para nuestra ciudad basado en la pertenencia y en el querer, igual para inspirar nuevas generaciones a continuar.
I feel left out without a kite.
Y nuestros recursos comunes. Por favor, visiten todas las mesas tan increíbles que tenemos de nuestros colegas y organizaciones que hacen ese trabajo día a día y vean cómo se pueden involucrar.
I'm going to try to do this without stepping on anybody. Thank you so much, members, for your support. And hey, if it's your first time here, like and subscribe. And if you subscribe, chat or leave a comment. I can't believe that somebody would have driven.
And of course, none of us can do this work without acknowledging that the land we occupy is originally and still inhabited and cared for by the native First Peoples of this region, including the Dtla, Quiche, and Tonga peoples. We're grateful to be able to live and work on these ancestral lands and strive to be gracious guests. And we encourage all of you to find ways that you're able to support First Peoples and their self-determination beyond land acknowledgements. You can find an action plan that we've compiled on clockshop.org.
Como parte de este trabajo, es necesario reconocer que este lugar fue habitado y atendido primero, y lo sigue siendo el día de hoy, por los pueblos indígenas originarios de la región, incluyendo los pueblos Tataviam, Quiche y Tonga. Estamos agradecidos de vivir y trabajar en estas tierras ancestrales y nos esforzamos para ser invitados corteses. Animamos a otras organizaciones, como la nuestra, que forman parte de la colonización de estas tierras, a encontrar maneras de apoyar a los pueblos originarios en su autodeterminación y que vayan más allá de un reconocimiento territorial.
When I go out of town too much. But I love the adventure of coming down here to Union Station.
All park restrooms are closed today, so please use the porta potties. Oh. Sorry, Cantonese.
It looks like they do it once a year. I really can't go close up on people, but you can see some of the children when they actually get it to fly. Pretty rewarding look on their face. I'm not going to use the bathroom. Let's walk on a little bit and see what else is down here. We didn't walk to the other end of this park.
We have QR codes spread out at the event and the stage schedule. Our info table over towards the building is where
Look at that black and orange kite.
And as always, thank you so much for picking up after yourself and keeping our park clean.
Wait, Hong, do you have your sweatshirt?
I just scratched my face with a tree.
I also don't.
We should. We'll bring our own kite. We should have a meetup here. And I'm going to try to walk through here so we get the other kite thrill without getting caught in anyone's kite. But also, let's see if I can get a closer to the my creepy orange kite. It's not really creepy. Well, maybe.
We have a great program today.
Look at that gray sky.
Or learn how to tie knots with Eugene Ahn at the bridge behind me. Peek at artist Sterling Wells' plein air painting at the festival, which is also by the bridge. And if you're new to kite flying, find our 5 kite masters in blue vests. They're around the whole area, and they can show you how to get your kite up in the air.
I was hoping she was going to say they can give you a kite. I was going to look for a kite master.
Pueden ver al artista Sterling Wells, quien va a estar haciendo pinturas al aire libre del festival, que también está por allá por el lado del puente. Y si son nuevos en volar cometas, pueden también encontrar a los 5 maestros cometeros que van a traer los chalecos azules y quienes les pueden enseñar cómo volar su cometa.
今日我哋準備咗好多精彩嘅節目，你哋可以去藝術工作坊，我哋右手邊咧有 Romy Paper 教大家點樣染紙嘅藝術，又或者你可以去橋嘅旁邊跟 Eugene Ann 去學習點樣打成結。喺橋嘅附近亦都有藝術家 Sterling Wells 去教大家點樣去現場寫生。如果你係第一次放風箏嘅話，你可以去揾穿藍色背心嘅風箏導師，佢哋會教你點樣去放風箏嘅。
You can decorate your very own kite at the Clock Shop Kite Station with a $5 donation per kite. And to folks 15 and under, kites decorated at the kite station can be entered into the Youth Kite Competition until 4 p.m. So be sure to make it over to the kite competition table.
They should have called it a kite test, like instead of contest.
Pueden también decorar su propio cometa en la estación de cometas de Clock Shop con una donación de $5 por cometa.
Me too. And also, hey, Alias, lovely to see you. Like, the breeze is perfect for flying a kite. Let's see what we got for a weather down here. Awesome, awesome, awesome weather ticker. 7 miles per hour. No, I can't fly a kite, hold this gimbal, and not land flat on my face and break all my teeth. Oh, there's the paper dyeing we keep hearing about.
Note to all adult competitors to go to the kite competition table for judging.
Look at that cool
And thank you again
art.
to our DJs, Chica Soul, who you've already heard, and Musette, who will be coming on later, and Kita Penas, a Tropicalia band, who will be playing in just a moment. Enjoy and let's fly some kites together.
A las 5 p.m. vamos a anunciar a las cometas que hizo la artista María Maya.
They're like tie-dyed paper art. I used to teach arts and crafts at a summer camp when I was younger. I think we called that batik. No, batik was with wax. That could have been with wax, though. Let's go back up to the bridge. It's fun because these little humps of land, or mounds, I guess we should call them, you can almost feels like you can meander up and find your own path there. It really is a beautiful park, and also hang out under the bridge with the billy goats. Watching people. This guy, he's actually making a lovely painting. Watercolor, maybe it will be for sale tomorrow at the Beverly Hills Art Museum. Sale. You gotta have art, right? So he's actually painting the scene below.
I did add that song.
Am I out or in? Sorry, I'm... All right, kites ahoy.
Yeah, I got you from on the train. So yeah, the train just like dropped me off right there.
Art does make things nicer. Also parks and trees, especially when you're living in the CITY. So look at our lovely little block. We're gonna walk there right now, and just check out what's going on downtown. I almost thought I felt a little misty raindrop, which would stink because I don't have an umbrella. Is this like, I know you ride a bike, Carrie. Is this like I bet you could ride a bike through here. This would be a really great bike ride where you wouldn't have to worry about a car. Oh yeah, you can ride a bike. There's a bike rider. It's actually really not overcrowded. Unlike the county fair, which was actually also not overcrowded. I bet this weekend it's crowded. There's just enough humidity in the air to make it kind of like not too cold at 62 degrees or whatever it is right now. So let's walk through these bubbles. So I'm going to offer you a choice here. We're going to walk out of the park now and head towards downtown. I'm going to meander a little bit downtown and walk to 7th Street Metro, my favorite train station. Why is it my favorite? Because I feel like it's closer to my home stop, for one. But like the stops to get to that are longer, I feel like. I love a misty day, and I love a drizzle too. I just didn't bring umbrella. I broke my golf umbrella, my $9.99 golf umbrella. I broke it doing something stupid with it, but I don't remember what. Oh, using it to hold the gate open. Right? Carrie, I just saw two people like spread out on a blanket, just kicking it, watching the kites. They don't even have a kite. It's all right. It is a really lovely community space, I have to say. So we're gonna head out. I'm walking back to 7th. I keep saying that over and over again. I never make my point though. Should we walk through Chinatown or through Alvera Street? Your choice. Let me know. They're really kind of on one path, but one takes us a couple blocks out of the way. So from here, looks like the kites are few and far between. Hey Joey B, happy Saturday. We just are leaving the kite fest. Oh. Here's a porter potty. I'm not using it. They also have like a nice little cafe here. Chicago Snack Shack.
Like self-actualized.
Oh, I get it. It's a cargo container and also a snack shack. Cool. All right, Alvera Street it is. We'll go to Chinatown real soon. I just posted a 4K members video for Chinatown. We've gone to Alvera Street a lot too. I hope something's happening there at that bandstand. Feels like a waste of the day if they're not using that for something. I wonder, I don't know what the Capitol Milling building is. I'm sure it was a mill at some time. I wonder if it's like, looks like office space instead of, it looks like a cool building to live in. I feel like the reason why I don't live in downtown is because A, my apartment is too cheap to move, but B, when I move, I want a deck or a balcony. Union Station is pretty well kept now. You know all those big wooden leather chairs in the waiting area, I guess you would call that? Like, you can't sit there unless you have a ticket any longer. So they keep it pretty. If you're gonna go, go. The lobby, yeah. No, you can't just hang out there anymore. Also, you know how there's a garden on the left, which we started the stream at, and then there's sort of like a little parky outdoor area on the right as well. You can't even access that park. So there's not as many places to just linger in Union Station. And they have it on lockdown, kind of. Yeah, I watched a young girl try to go over and sit on one of them. And the guy said, "Do you have a ticket?" And she's like, "No, I'm waiting for no, only tickets." And I thought they were going to stop me going out into the little courtyard garden, but they did not. So now I can walk, but no, I can't. I never stick out in the intersection. I just want you to know that. And when I do, I literally have a little nervous breakdown about being stuck out there. I'm a really passive driver, I would say. Just easier. Whew, looks like the wind is picking up a little bit. Hello, LA unknown. That's what I really meant to say. Happy Saturday. We just went to the kite fair. And I'm heading towards downtown. I figured we'd walk to Alvera Street and then head towards 7th and Metro. Yeah, I'm not taping you, guy. I feel bad. I had to put my camera out of the way and it looked like I was trying to tape that guy. Oh well. Joe is an aggressive walker. It must be in the name. He taught me to be a little aggressive about stuff. I was an aggressive bicycle rider, a very aggressive bicycle rider. I threw many large iced coffees at cars or inside their windows for almost hitting me many, many, many times in Boston, though. Hey, Tecate. Happy Saturday. It feels so gray and sleepy out. Like I'm glad I hauled my ass out down to that kite fest. I really procrastinate when it's like this because I just want to be on the sofa. Also, my dogs are so soft right now because we gave them a bath. Makes it extra cuddly. So we picked a super boring street to walk down, but we're going to a super cool place. So we'll have fits and bursts of coolness mixed with some weird industrial moments that we can talk amongst ourselves. So my Saturday is feeling kind of lazy. I'm glad I got off my butt, as I said, and got out. Yesterday I was kind of run down. I'm not sure what it was. I really don't think it was the fair. On Thursday, I probably walked way less than I normally do on a given day because the fair route is certainly smaller than my walking route. So I don't know, maybe it was the fry mound I ate. They seriously we didn't have a lot of food. Also, the food is so expensive. I was like, that's half my insurance bill, driver's insurance, right? That's a new tire. Like, it was mind-boggling. $26 for a sandwich. These are movie star prices. But Joe, what did you think of your pork? We also had a pork sandwich, a pulled pork sandwich. We really don't eat pork, but I keep saying that. I mention that all the time, but every once in a while, I thought it was good. The fry mound was. So I don't like getting stuff all over me. I thought I might have posted a picture of the fry mound. It was basically like a one long curly fry made from one potato, but like 6 potatoes, and then like shaped like a loaf of bread. There's no way, and with chili on top, except the chili was really just like beans. There's no way to eat that neatly on a paper plate with only a fork. I didn't spill any on my pants. But I spilled the beans all over the table. What are you gonna do? Philippe smells so delicious right now. I don't know if Philippe is actually that great or if it's just tradition and nostalgic. I really do think I love it in my mind. I do love their horseradish mustard. I've bought that and brought it home before, but Dodgers game, so the line is insane. Oh my god. The fry mound, that's maybe why I had a carb overload next day. Like, we needed 4 people to eat it, although I ate it all. I slept on the way home and I drove. Imagine that. It took 2 hours. I just felt like I should do something different than get a mound of fries. The choices were chili, steak. I don't want a mound of fries with steak on top of it. Bacon. I almost said, I don't usually eat bacon, which I was ordered it with a side of pork sandwich. Or I don't even know what the other, or plain. I didn't want plain because I could eat plain fries any day. I didn't want bacon because I don't really understand bacon on top of fries. But chili I kind of got. It really was like dried chili. I can't explain it, but good fries. It was, I don't remember how much the sandwich was. We went to get one sandwich from one guy and he was like $22. And he's like, it's really, and we're like, we'll get one because we can split food all the time. I don't have very big appetite. Joseph, a little more so. That's not an insult at all, Joe. But you are usually hungrier more often than I am. So anyway, we'll split something. We split something all the time. You've seen us split something on this very channel. A paddle full of fried chicken. So he was like, it's really small. As if like it's not enough to split. So we went somewhere else. And it was a normal sized pork sandwich, but I can't remember how much that was. The fry mound was like just under $20 though. Kind of ridiculous. The sandwich had pretty moist pork, I will say that. I wish I had it in my pocket right now because I would eat it. I have a feeling that anywhere we try to go for food because of Doyers, it's going to be busy. Except maybe the lady that has the best soft serve in the whole entire city of Los Angeles, who's located here, but only takes cash, and I don't have any cash. I left, it's literally like $2 also, and I had $2 and I left it on the kitchen table. I don't like having money on me. So check out these lines. I really love pork also. I just, again, we talk about the humanity of the pig. We mostly don't eat it, and I mostly don't miss it until our neighbors are cooking bacon. I used to hang out here at sunset when I would wait for my train back to the Inland Empire when I lived there for 3 months. I wouldn't think twice about eating a pork sandwich right now. I love the art for this building. I feel like I haven't been down here for a couple of months. It's entirely possible, maybe since December. I know that's not true. I used to have some of those marionettes. I'm sure I still do somewhere, but I don't know. I love a marionette. Okay, this little place right here. I love Ojai. I think Joe went to Ojai a lot as a kid. Or as a teenager. So it's not that place actually, sorry. This place has the best ice cream. Soft serve. Cash only though. Alright. Now we're talking. There's tons of stuff to do in Los Angeles. Come on down to Calle Olivera. I can't say the silent L followed by a single L for some reason. Calle Olivera. I wonder why they cannot play on the bandstand. Who's this hot dude? I'm talking about the statue. It's Carlos. Carlos the Third. That's me. Olvera Street. I think that's what its original name, Calle Olvera. Again, I can't say it. I wonder why they can't perform on the bandstand though.
¡Arriba, Chivas!
I can spell it any day of the week. I usually can say it. I love this. So we're right across from Union Station. I'll be removing that copywritten music later and be replacing it with Who Let the Dogs Out. So enjoy it while you can. Who? Who? Everybody, come on. Who let the dogs out? Who? That's not what he's singing, but that's the song I'm going to be replacing it with. So I want it to make sense for someone who's not watching live. We are at 1 hour and 6 minutes. I think if with a name like Union Station, you just have to be epic. This is where I lost my microphone one day during a protest. Yeah, Takade, I do that, except when there's a single L in the next word, I just mess it up for some reason. So, Kaye, I have no problem saying, but Kaye Olivier. See? I add an extra letter to make up for the L that I replaced with the Y. I'm not sure, Swiss cheese brain. It's funny, Joe and I were... Hey, Mary. It's funny, Joe and I were at this red light just yesterday. Or Thursday, driving back from the fair. Did I mention it only took us 35 minutes to get home and 2 hours to get there? Crazy, huh? So this is your LA freeway on Saturday. You're probably driving 15 miles an hour, 20. You could take the metro, guys. We also went out last night. We stayed out till 11 o'clock. We went to the Echo and saw a show, and then walked most of the way home, and then took the bus. I forgot I did that. So I did do a lot of walking yesterday, but Thursday I did not because the fair was not a lot of walk. So there's a protest down here. I mentioned it in a live stream earlier. Hopefully somebody solo casting or someone was down here today. I didn't come down here at 12 because I have had a lazy morning. I felt like yesterday was truly a day off. Yep. I wasn't in bed till 12:30. We were home by like 11:30. We saw a concert. I'm a pimp light though. I'm a I was gonna come up with a funny rhyme, but that might be too dirty and get me canceled. Anyway, not canceled, but demonetized. You guys would think it was funny. We prefer to keep the dogs in also. We also prefer to keep our dogs on leashes. I feel like there's our lovely city hall. I feel like there goes through these trends where sometimes you all of a sudden see a lot of people walking their dog not on a leash. And I feel like we're going through one of those 10s. Oh my God, the phone is the worst way to watch, I think. It's the way, so I watch on my phone, and like if I want to comment, or I watch on TV actually, and then if I want to comment, so let's say Solo Casting's on, or She Clicks Bricks, and I want to comment on their thing, I actually will open my phone up and comment there, because obviously you can't on your TV. I really love this thing, this cool thing. We're not going to get any closer to it though. How long was your power out for? I hate that. We don't have very many power outages. Oh wait, your power is still out? Jeez, do you have a battery pack? You know, I was given the gift of a battery pack for Christmas that is a solar battery pack. It's a pretty solid thing. I think I wanted to get another one, or maybe one that was lighter. It's pretty heavy. I have it with me right now. But it's pretty awesome. I just stick it on the windowsill and it charges. Oh, hey, Mary. Happy 1 month anniversary. I'm going to add you to the 1 month anniversary thing that we'll put up tomorrow. I'll put that up on the Sunday video, congratulating all of you and thanking you for the support. Thank you guys all the members for the support. Tomorrow I'm thinking of going to the art show in Beverly Hills, if you missed the beginning of this. I kind of would almost rather go to the flea market, but we never go to Beverly Hills, and I think the flea market we've been to before, so, you know, life is about experiencing as many different things as possible, and there you have it. Let's throw a little confetti up for Mary. We do have a bunch of 1 monthers fireworks. Is that working? There we go. Fireworks. Hearts. Whatever those are. Poof! Happy 1 month. Those are the 1 months I had last. I will update that list and congratulate all the current 1 monthers. Thank you so much. The nice thing about the more members, the more stuff I can do, and the more emojis I can add, like the kite emoji I added for today. I feel like I should have been able to add another 2 emojis. And I know I've been kind of lazy on the emojis this week. I can't tell you how much I don't like Korean snacks anymore, by the way. We have been slowly but surely picking off that box, and this box, and that bag. The corn snacks I still like. I think the corn snacks I still like because there weren't enough corn snacks. I think I'll be in Beverly Hills tomorrow too. I don't think there were enough corn snacks for me to get tired of them. But the cakes, yeah. And we ate so many of cakes now that we feel obligated to eat healthy dinner and lunch. Maybe the cakes were what made me tired. But yeah. We went to go see the person that actually sings the song that I used for that video last night. She was great. And her show ended at 10. Love it. Or maybe 10:15. It was like going to a show at the Dtla. Actually, it was also in 4 acts. So there was supposed to be a protest down here at 12. I think I started saying that earlier. I am all over the place. I didn't want to go because I'm always afraid that the signal's going to break out and then I'm going to have to outskirt it on a couple skirts by a couple streets. I'm definitely, when I can afford to do it, I am going to upgrade my signal. I just can't really afford to bite that monthly bill yet, but I will eventually. And so I'm hoping that we can get to more crowds and get to more crowded stuff. But for most part, because we have 9 million people living in Los Angeles and almost none of them live downtown, we usually get through downtown okay. And Hollywood, unless the Oscars are happening, which we got a year. So, well, a little less than a year. Give me a sec to plug in. There we go. Just want to make sure we're getting some juice. Oh, and the Grammys. Gotta get a press pass. We were just here the day before yesterday. But that's okay, we never walked down this street. I usually go, I almost said the New York Times, I usually walk by the LA Times building instead. So that's the California Department of Transportation building. I don't get it, but looks kind of like a prison. It also looks like it should be in a video game. Like, I get that that's the address 100. Very cool. But couldn't they just spend some of that money on getting that train fixed? Aw, really? That is really awesome. Thanks, Mary, for gifting memberships. I cannot see that on my screen, and I don't know how in tune Joe is right now. We were spending a couple hours apart. We're spending timeouts right now. No, he had things he wanted to do, and I had things I wanted to do, such as welcome back, such as stream. We're thinking about going out tonight too, but that's a lot of going out. Not too late. I always think about going to the movies, but then remember there's nothing I want to see. It kind of makes me sad. I'm gonna walk up the block here. We skipped the boring part of that one. That place right over there, every time I walk by it, bad mosh. It smells so good, like curry. So I would not trust my dog to be in this park without a leash. I don't know that there are that many squirrels around here, but a squirrel, a pit bull. I'm jaywalking in LA. Sorry. The Echo. I think it's one of the coolest spots in LA. I just like it's like a cavern. We didn't go full cavern Echo. So. And I felt really kind of just low energy yesterday. And so I almost didn't make it. Like it just felt like a day to chill and digest a week's worth of bad for you foods. So yesterday we ate it twice. I made roasted chicken bowls with roasted chicken, cabbage, sushi rice. I know it has no nutritional value, but I just love sushi rice. Chicken, sushi rice, cabbage, chickpeas, and what else? A little probiotic dressing, which we're all out of, by the way, Joe, if you go to the grocery store. Alright, I've got my walk signal. I've got a little, well, the wind is coming on strong. I saw the probiotic pop. I really kind of believe in probiotics, prebiotics. I think there's something to be said for certain kinds of transplants as well, fecal, scientifically. Yeah, it's a probiotic dressing. They make two kinds. We get the Caesar, and then we get this dressing that's made in Massachusetts called Cindy's. I can't believe they sell it at the particular grocery store that we go to, but they get some weird, bougie products there that I've never seen in any other grocery store except for maybe like a Gelson's. It's just not a fancy grocery store. Not cheap though, or expensive. Well, if we're gonna make those bowls again, we need the full accoutrement of everything because I think we've now eaten all the ingredients. No meal prep for us, or just prep for 2 meals. The probiotic dressing is made with Greek yogurt. I usually don't like Greek yogurt in dressing. In fact, I don't love Greek yogurt. I kind of like old-fashioned non-Greek yogurt. Nothing against Greek folks. I'm going to get that probiotic dressing to be my sponsor. I'm going to tell you how I have a sip of it every time before one of my walks. I think your gut health is really important though. I don't know if all the pro and prebiotics on the market are worth like looking into and what the viability of the probiotics actually in a soda, although I would drink it, or actually in that dressing. I just always look for certain ingredients to not be in something that I'm eating, like seed oils. I can't remember who makes the probiotic dressing, but I threw out the bottle last night. The Caesar dressing is what we get mostly, and it doesn't taste like real anchovy-like, you know? It's like a perfect, almost more of a garlicky than fishy bite, which is why I like it. Seed oils are horrible, and I think a lot of SHITTY, I guess that spells shitty, salad dressings have the worst stuff in them. I make like a vinaigrette a lot, over and over again, but I do love a bottle dressing. I feel like the kinds I like though, I have like champagne bottle dressing taste. They're always $7 it up. I feel like, though, it's not like someone's in the tunnel and that's how loud they are. I love sesame oil, walnut oil, avocado oil too. You know that you can walk through that tunnel? I'm trying to convince somebody to film walking through that tunnel. They won't listen to me. The oil I have the most is olive oil, for sure. I love the flavor of sesame seed oil. I really need to get one of those immersion blenders because I have a Vitamix, but like I'll make a dressing and I can use it for 2 days solid, but after that I'm sick of it. Like I want a new horizons. So I feel like whenever I make dressing in the Vitamix, I make too much, and then we end up dumping a third of it. And olive oil is not cheap. Japanese sesame seed oil. I'll have to check it out. Are you supposed to refrigerate sesame seed oil? Or does it go rancid if you don't refrigerate it? I feel like the last bottle of sesame seed oil I had, I smelled it and it was it went rancid. So I might have already had that bottle for a long time. Or maybe it was cheap sesame seed oil. Look what's there. We're not going to try to get on this train today. I promise we'll try again, but I have a feeling it'll be full. It's Saturday, Dodgers game. That kite festival is really driving traffic crazy in the city, as you can imagine. We're going to take a left on 3rd Street after we cross it. Or actually, maybe we'll walk through Grand Central Market instead of around it. I know we had olive oil, and my dad was Italian, so we definitely had olive oil, but they didn't make a big deal out of olive oil the way people make a big deal out of olive oil today. We did have a lot. My father did use a lot of sesame oil though, because he was very fond of cooking Asian food. And I mean pan-Asian. We lived in New Hampshire, we had a hibachi. People thought we were witches. Me too. Olive oil or pesto, red pesto especially. My stomach is cramping in here, it smells so good. But you can see why we're not probably gonna stop. Everything is jam-packed. Except for the empanada lady. Me too. We used to have it on our picnic table outside for our neighbors to see. I actually would love to have a hibachi now. The closest thing I have is we have a raclette maker. It's not a raclette maker, but a raclette cooker. Sorry. But I've never used it. Look at the line for the donut man. We're definitely not getting a donut, sorry. And I want one. Actually, no. And back out onto Broadway. I'm not sure if it's because, like, the hibachi pit is so close to the grill, whereas in like a Weber grill, we're selling some French bulldogs on the sidewalk. I would never wait that long for anything. I mean, maybe to save a life. Like, I like to use good King Wenceslas as my role model. Not only is he a great role model, but it's a great song too. Kingsford always smells like you cooked it with a Bic lighter. Although, I would take any grill, to be honest with you, except for an electric grill with a nonstick surface. I heard a story about nonstick. I'm sure we all have heard a story about nonstick, and I never realized how it was truly developed, nonstick that we have on cookery, Silverstone, or whatnot. It's refrigerators used to be filled with toxic chemicals, and the toxic chemicals were poisonous. And if the refrigerator would leak, it would poison you, right? And so people were being poisoned by their refrigerators. The Teflon, whatever it was called then, reacted to some other thing, and they didn't know what to do with it, so they developed this horrible chemical as a nonstick surface. When we could have just used seasoned cast irons. Don't get me wrong, I've owned my share of nonstick. Wait, what's that emoji? Are you changing the emojis on the member emojis on me while I'm downtown? Someday we're gonna go in that Broadway mall. I can't give you a date. Moulin Rouge Travel, but they got the stores there. Dorado Cloth. Cast iron is really the best. I also am really fond of like the Le Creuset surface. I find that really easy to burn stuff on and then take it back. It's just really heavy. Enamel, I guess that is. Well, at 350, Teflon gives off a gas that will kill like small animals. But I think the better thing is to just avoid it, because we always find stuff out way later. I mean, I remember, so I sold cookware and nonstick cookware in my life. And what we used to say about the nonstick cookware, is the nonstick will just pass through you. Nonstick. Le Creuset is really pricey. However, if you don't care about what color you get, or maybe this isn't true anymore, but stores used to have colors of Le Creuset for a season. So I worked for Williams-Sonoma, and we would get a new color of Le Creuset every maybe 6 or 4 months, and that might be exaggerating, it's a long time back. And then at the end of that 6 or 4 months that we had that Le Creuset, it would all go down and down and down and down. And I was in college, and I would get a $250 Le Creuset pot in a weird color of red, or a misprint that was maybe like for $35. Also, the Le Creuset outlet sometimes has really good stuff. And then if you shop in January at Williams-Sonoma, that's when you find those Le Creuset bargains. I do have a lot of all-clad also. But I have no non-stick frying pan. I have a non-stick electric frying pan, which is a cheap piece of crap, and that kind of scares me a little bit. And then also my rice cooker has like that silver non-stick inside, And I want to replace it with stainless steel rice cooker. Maybe I'm just lazy, but I can't really make rice right. Ooh, that donut shop has no line. Uncle TT, am I supposed to say that? Time out. Sorry, I just had to time out Uncle TT. So donut friend, I'm not gonna go get a donut there because there's a lady eating a chicken screaming, "Take me off that film." I'm not actually using film. But why would he be saying, so I don't understand what that means. And when I say those two letters together, it sounds not nice. Now I'm saying it fast and saying it slow and trying to imagine what it meant. They probably downgraded my video. Look, it's a Waymo. They just hated my live stream because I timed them out for 5 minutes. If they typed it once or twice, maybe, but too many times, Uncle. I did. Well, first, I read it out loud, which I should know better. And then I realized they typed it 6 times, so I just timed them out. I'm not upset. It just goes with the territory, right? A little trolling. Yeah, they recalled 12,000 Waymos, or 1,200 Waymos, including the one we drove in. Just kidding. Because they keep bumping into walls and fences, and they need to update their software. So that's not truly a recall. They're just updating. How's it going? You know? Like a recall is taking it off the road or taking it back. Hey, Carrie, have an awesome day tomorrow. Hopefully we'll see you. Or I think we're going to go to Beverly Hills tomorrow. I forgot about Ciclavia, but I didn't know it was tomorrow. But thank you so much. Loving seeing you today. And as always, the Metro Master. Appreciate you. Have an awesome rockin' Saturday night. So here we are. It's starting to get dark. The tower light is on. A scooter carrying a giant pizza. I actually would love pizza, just not from that $7.99 pizza place. My desire to eat healthy stuff is probably a little less than Joe's. We shouldn't eat, I'm not really gonna get pizza. I shouldn't eat pizza if we're planning on doing anything tonight because I'll just want to fall asleep. Carb crash. That was CARB, carb crash. We walked by Elio's last night. I wanted to go and get a pizza just so I could sit down, actually. Okay, what? I hope I don't get hit in the head. Is there a hoop? Oh. In Long Beach, you say? Maybe I'll run into the one when I'm in Long Beach on Thursday. Kidding. I don't know where it is in Long Beach. I don't want to get a pizza by myself. 2 slices, yeah. Steelcraft? I don't know that it's anywhere near my route. Also, I don't mind eating out by myself, right? Like going get something, sitting down, eating by myself sometimes. I just don't like to do it with the gimbal as much. I I feel like, you know, that girl that goes to the buffets and eats till they kick her out? That's what I feel like when I eat by myself with the gimbal. I'm going to Long Beach on Thursday. That's the day that we're exploring the Gold Line, as I like to call it, or the E Line, as it's more typically called now. I eat fast, that's for sure. Tend to be a little slower when I'm eating with other people. No, that's not true. I eat fast. It almost looked like the sign for the Garfield building was lit up. I wonder what craziness lies on the other side of that guy. Well, this place looks really... We walk by it all the time. I've just never noticed the bay windows. So, definitely a little 1920s, 1900s building flavor here. The Hotel Lindy. I wish they had a... You know, I really do love a bay window also. I love a window that you can kind of sit in. There's no date for this building, so it must be part of a, it just doesn't look like the hotel. All right, so I'm gonna walk through this. You guys might wanna turn the volume down for a second. Oh, there's the mochi store. Olive and... Oh, Healy's got your lunch. Is this really open? I don't know what that is. Joa. A can of sardines. It is really overcast. It's kind of lovely temperature, and the overcast is kind of nice. It just makes for like a, I feel lazy and I want to like lie around. I'm out, I'm about, I'm walking around, but I really want to just procrastinate. And do nothing. You think it's spam? Oh, I was thinking of whatever, Uncle Buddy. Whew. All right, you guys, I'm almost to my train station, so I'm probably gonna sign off real soon. I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow, probably 99% sure, from Beverly Hills, the art show, and maybe a little rodeo drive, walk, and visit the witch's house. Because we talk about it, and I'd like you to see it. I want to say thanks to my members so much. Thank you so much. I don't know why it looks so giant like that, but I think you deserve big love and a big font. It looks that way because I updated it yesterday morning, or this morning, and I probably didn't scale it down. So, for this week, Tuesday, we have a members video. I want to do another fun members live stream, so I'm going to try to figure that out. I want to do, for next month, the members mystery walk, which would be like a whodunit sort of affair. I'm going to put some information up on that this weekend. I want to articulate it so you understand. I don't look crazy, and I want to make 100% sure that it's something that I can pull off, but I think I can. So, cool stuff. And I will see you tomorrow. Look, it's the library. And I want you to remember, if you're in Los Angeles, that is, you are a goddess living in the city of angels. And if you're not here, you're a goddess or god or a legend wherever you are. Thank you guys so much for watching and walking with me in LA. I will check out, or you guys can check each other out tomorrow and catch up. DT, I hope you get your power back. Monica, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Happy 1 month. We do have memberships if anybody's interested. Check it out, $2.99 and up. Have an awesome rockin' Saturday night, and I will see you soon, as in tomorrow. Just peace. Bye, Takate. Bye, JK.